Hey, this is Whiskey Fancies. I'm Chris.
And I'm Kara.
She said that so excitedly. Why, Kara?
Because there is a straight from the barrel Blanton's on the table. And in my glass.
Yeah, and we were extremely lucky to actually snag a couple bottles of this because they're very, very hard to get. And we actually thought we would only be able to just even try them at like maybe a bar or something at some outrageous price. But, you know, maybe the more you drink, the more you might buy is pour something expensive.
Can I say something?
Go for it.
Well, a lot of people love to hate on Blanton's and like to talk shit about it. And I understand. And it's because people chase it so much and they pay an exorbitant amount of money for a regular Blanton. I get that is a sore subject for most people.
Yeah, absolutely.
I, however, find Blanton's to be a really solid bourbon at MSRP. And I think it's a really great example of a nice balanced bourbon.
I actually agree and disagree. Here's where I'm going.
Go.
No, I agree that it's a solid bourbon, but the price point doesn't reflect the bourbon on the inside. I think you're also paying for the bourbon in the bottle.
Oh, 100%.
That's what you're paying for. So if it wasn't like this pony little thing going on and it's very unique and very...
This is not an easy glass shape to
No, it's not. But if it wasn't for that and it was just, say, just in a regular bottle, you know...
It's probably $25 to $35.
Maybe, around there. But I have no offense with people trying to get bottles if they've had it before and they know they like it. Then you know what you want to pay.
You pay
for.
what you pay.
Yeah, but are we gonna pay that? No, but that's just us. So are we gonna buy Blanton's if we see it for MSRP? Absolutely. But are we gonna buy a whole bunch of bottles? No, we're gonna buy a bottle when ours is empty. Simple as that.
One on the shelf. So what makes this exciting to us is we've always liked the profile of Blanton's, but we wish it was just a little bit higher proof.
Yeah.
Thus, my excitement.
Yes.
I cannot wait to taste this.
I can't either. And what I'm stoked on is that this one, we opened the one that was the oldest. It was a September 26, 2019 barrel. The other
This
one
is when it was dumped on.
Yes, that's when it was dumped on. The other one was a July 2020, I believe.
July
I don't know.
10th, I think.
Yeah, but it's 65.15%. Now, I don't know what is the normal range for these, but I mean, that's kind of cool that 65%, you know what I'm saying? Okay, this just smells really good. It smells like
dessert.
Okay, I do get a touch of the regular Blanton's where it's got a little bit of that breadiness. Do you get that?
Yeah,
Just
but then
a
it goes
touch of
into
breadiness and that's it.
It goes into a tinge of cherry with dark caramel.
Right here, I taste the cherries and like almost like a dark cocoa powder.
I get
darkness.
I get dark caramel with a hint of soft wood.
I get something sweet, but I'm not sure what that sweetness is.
It's making me.
It has a beautiful nose to it. And this is right here. We just opened it and poured it. So this is basically 5 minutes from the neck pour. This is really good.
I am
on the nose.
Yeah, I'm a little impatient to let it sit for a while, to be honest.
And for everybody saying, "Oh, you probably overpaid," blah blah. We got this under MSRP, so you get lucky sometimes. That's all I could say. But once I taste this, would I pay MSRP? Let's find out. Oh. What did you just look up? Was there a ghost?
I know. If you watch the channel, I look to the ceiling for answers, apparently. Like, as if my brain has put descriptions up on the ceiling.
I have a question.
Sorry.
Why is regular Blanton's proof down so low if this is what they have?
The age-old question.
I'm glad you find that funny. I'm serious, because I'm getting a little pissed off now.
If this is what Blanton's could be.
Blanton's is good. It is. But if it wasn't for the attractive bottle and the cute little horsey on top, people wouldn't be clamoring for it. It's a solid bourbon for what it is, but if it wasn't for the packaging and everything, it would be probably half that price.
How much is the MSRP on this?
I thought it was $150, but I really don't know because this is international.
Yeah.
I think it's around, isn't it like $130 to $150, something like that?
It's really difficult to judge
It is.
a bourbon in a price range and correlate the value to that, because
especially when it's exclusive.
Well, exclusivity does play a part into it, but it's really difficult to put put a price tag on your enjoyment, if that's a fair statement. This is quite lovely.
If this was available, like Elijah Craig Barrel Proof is, that would be my go-to.
It's too expensive for me.
It is, but I said if it was. Well, even Elijah Craig Barrel Proof is a little expensive, but I mean it's easily okay for what it is. It's not, but I'm just saying, like Evan Williams Bottle and Bond.
Shot over the bow.
No, it's not. I'm just saying you have
I'm
other
just
great
teasing,
whiskeys
I'm
that are
just
bottom
teasing
shelf
you
that are
because
good.
Elijah Craig Barrel Proof is one of my favorite all time.
And I love some of the batches as well as a barrel proof. I do. And so that 520 is one of my favorite ones so far. But it's more available for half that price, less than half that price. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, because you can't find this everywhere.
This is quite delicious.
Unless you give your firstborn.
This is quite delicious, but I struggle to want to pay more than $100 for it.
I see, because there's other things that you can.
Yeah.
Good.
If
I like it.
If
though.
I didn't know of anything else that was barrel proof that I enjoyed immensely, that was cheaper, I probably would gravitate towards this more. Do I find this really, really delicious?
Oh, yeah.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only sticking point for me.
That, and then because it's so sought after,
it's impossible to find. I understand allocation. I understand rarity and stuff like that. I'm just not a person that will pay extra because it's rare.
No, I totally get it. Like this, I have never been searching for this. It's not on my radar. It's just one of those that we'll just take a sample from somewhere in an establishment. That's cool. The opportunity came up out of nowhere, and that split decision was made, and I'm not mad at that decision.
I'm not mad at that at all.
No.
It's just I hesitate to recommend it at the price point. If you regularly pay above MSRP for a bourbon and you're comfortable with that, then I would say this is a buy.
A lot of people don't have a choice in that, though. Maybe they're in an area that have to pay a little more.
And they're comfortable with it, then it's a buy.
Yeah.
That's my only sticking point. I just wish it wasn't so pricey.
That same price was mentioned.
What is another whiskey that falls into 130 and 150? I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
130 usually is a Bardstown Discovery Series. $129.99.
Which we have
some are
120. Which we have yet to open either.
But to be honest,
I just want to be fair, and I feel like I'm judging it a little harshly.
No,
as
not
far
at
as
all.
the price goes.
No.
That's honestly my only sticking point. I think it's fantastic as the whiskey inside the bottle. It's really good.
Yes.
But what people are comfortable with paying varies greatly.
Absolutely.
From person to person.
Yeah. But if you're paying for it just sitting on your shelf when you're just an asshole, you are. Enjoy.
I think it's delicious. It really is delicious, and I wish they didn't proof down regular Blanton quite so much. Yeah. I think it would be really interesting at 100, 107.
Just do a little bit.
Just a little.
I mean,
but who am I to say what they should do?
I don't know what the age statement of this is, but I do not get a ton of oak on it that you would expect for maybe some so
maybe
slight
it's not that
there.
expensive. Maybe it's not that old. Excuse me.
This is definitely a once in a while pour because it is harder to get unless you travel internationally a lot.
It's quite pricey.
Or you have somebody that can send you some bottles, or you just get lucky like we did, just dumb shit lucky.
So lucky. But
what am I not telling you?
Is Blanton's was the regular offering was the first bourbon that she liked
because it wasn't offensive.
That's how Chris got into whiskey. Was a bottle of Blanton's.
And I wasn't about the Blanton string.
No, it was
not at all.
I poured it because I knew it was well balanced, wasn't offensive, and it wasn't difficult to drink, and it worked. And now you love bourbon, but
this has got the heat at the front.
I can't pick out anything that's wrong with the actual bourbon.
It's got the heat in the front, but it's more of like the honeyness has the heat. It's not like a red hot. It's not a peppery. It's like a sweet heat. I know, but I'm talking so much because I'm happy from the neck pour after 5 minutes of sitting out that this is what this tastes like. And then at the same time, I'm extremely pissed off
because
that
this is
what they could have.
This is what they should be doing more of.
Yes.
But business decisions, we'll leave them as, we'll leave other people to do that.
If they didn't do that here, then it would be so crazy in the United States, because it's already crazy, because these are going for like $400 or $500 just at a reputable quote unquote liquor store, as opposed to secondary, right?
I think it's a recommend from you.
Yes. It's a highly recommend, but it's definitely a bottle that I would open and pour on a special occasion.
Yeah.
If you're having friends over that know bourbon and they enjoy bourbon, whether or not, no matter what they like, I would pour it for them and say,
see what you think.
Enjoy this bourbon. I like it. It's hard to get.
I've been smelling the nose during your soliloquy.
Yeah.
So it's quite tasty. But
This nose is
really
so
good.
amazing.
It's really good.
There's nothing offensive about this. I can't even talk. I'm just so...
Well, there's nothing offensive about the regular one either.
True.
And I'm not... Am I shocked at how good this is? A little bit.
I'm extremely shocked, because usually when things are hyped up,
they're not that good.
No. And I grabbed
quite
2 bottles
fantastic.
because if we didn't like one,
we could give it away.
we would give it away for what we paid for.
Sure.
We're not charging anybody up.
Give it away.
No, because I am going to be drinking this, and not just on special occasions, because this
you
is
only
too
live
good.
once. What did I just say?
Did you only live wench? Wench?
You only live once.
I know it's high proof, but
Good
dang.
Lord.
In
conclusion. I think it's a recommend, at least
the hype lives up to it for what it is, but not the price.
If you can buy one in a reasonable price range, do yourself a favor to try it. Yep. If it's not on your list of bourbons to try, pass.
Yes. Are there bourbons greater than this? Yeah. Absolutely. But does the hype live up to this for this particular barrel?
It's quite delicious.
I am not disappointed about any of the notes on the nose or the palate.
I find it delicious.
It's very delicious. And for 65.15%, that's dangerous. It's dangerous.
It drinks really easily. Well,
I would like to proof it down and see how it opens up as well, to see what happens. I know. Experiment.
No, you're going to turn it into the...
Just a couple of drops to see if it opens up any other flavors. I want to get the wood. Get the wood out of it. We're not going to do that. We're going to drink it as is.
Cheers.
Cheers.